Good morning and welcome to Falcon TV. It is Friday, January 8th, 2020. I'm Kyrie along with the rest of the Falcon TV crew.
Considering the scope and seriousness of Wednesday's historic events at the nation's capital, we at Falcon TV apologize for an inappropriate attempt at humor and satire. Our intention was to entertain, and while laughter is often good medicine, yesterday's segment about President Trump's fictitious concession was poorly timed and tonally misguided.
Ever have that feeling that time flies? The Earth has been spinning abnormally quick lately. The planet is now completing rotation in about 1.5 milliseconds less than the usual 86,400 seconds. The speed of the Earth's rotation varies constantly between complex motions of its molten core, oceans, and atmosphere, as well as the effect of celestial bodies such as the moon. The planet is speeding up, and a negative leap second may be needed so atomic clocks can align correctly with the turning world. And it would be the first time ever that a second has been removed. What does this mean? Things are seemingly happening very quickly, and always try to make the most of your time because it is precious.
The events that unfolded on Wednesday, January 6th, in America, the country which its entire foundation is cemented in democracy, was unlike anything that has ever happened before. The news is about facts, though sensationalism is often, unfortunately, what sells and people get caught up in all of it. There is a saying, with great power, there must also come great responsibility. How one behaves and what they do can make all the difference in the world. Here is the true meaning and value of compassion and nonviolence. When it helps us to see the other side's point of view, to hear their questions, to know their assessment of ourselves. For from their view, we may indeed see the basic weaknesses of our own condition. And if we are mature, we may learn and grow and profit from the wisdom of the brothers and sisters who are called the opposition. Nonviolence is a powerful and just weapon, which cuts without wounding and ennobles the people who wield it. It is a sword that heals.
So it's a day later, after events of Wednesday. Supporters of President Donald Trump rioted at the U.S. Capitol as Congress convened to certify the Electoral College votes, which confirmed Joe Biden as the next president of the United States. The unrest promoted Mayor Bowser of Washington to declare a citywide curfew. From 6 p.m., the Army activated the District of Columbia National Guard, 1,100 troops, in response to a request from the mayor. In a scene of unrest common in authoritarian countries but seldom witnesses in the history of the United States Capitol. Hundreds of people in the mob barreled past fence barricades outside the Capitol and clashed with the officers. This is what the president had caused today, this insurrection, Senator Mitt Romney said. Joe Biden has also responded to the violence, calling on Trump to demand an end to the chaos that transpired.
With the chaos in D.C., there was a different kind of in the South, specifically Georgia. Citizens of the state elected Jon Ossoff and Raphael Warnock to the U.S., giving the Democratic Party control of Congress and the White House for the first time in a decade. Senator Warnock, the senior pastor of Ebenezer Baptist Church in Atlanta, will be the first black senator from the South and only the 11th black senator. Jon Ossoff will be the first Jewish senator to represent Georgia, so despite the chaos, change is happening.
Twitter and Facebook locked the accounts of President Trump, which prevents him from posting messages to his more than 88 million followers on Twitter and 38 million followers on Facebook, after he published a string of inaccurate and inflammatory tweets the day of violence in the nation's capital. The moves were an unprecedented rebuke of Mr. Trump by the social media companies, which have long been megaphones for the president. Twitter said Mr. Trump's account would remain locked for 12 hours and the ban could be extended if several of his tweets that rejected the election results and appeared to incite violence were not deleted. Mr. Trump's account will be permanently suspended if he continues violating Twitter's policies against violent threats and election misinformation. Facebook also barred Mr. Trump from publishing on the social network for 24 hours after finding that he had violated the company's rules. On Twitter on Wednesday, users called for the company's chief executive, Jack Dorsey, to take down President Trump's account. Civil rights groups said action by social media companies against calls for political violence was long overdue. Even venture capitalists who had reaped riches from investing in social media urged Twitter and Facebook to do more. That's all for today. So for me and everyone here at FTV, have a great day.